Hey guys, it's ZD here, and I am super excited to be showing you why you're not being successful in the marketplace today. You know, I've had the privilege of working with over 2,300 business owners over my career, and I can tell you one thing. It has nothing to do with the strategy that's stopping you from becoming successful. And it has everything to do with the thing between your ears, the 96%. Do you understand 96% of the day you are sleeping awake? You are running the same program as yesterday. 70,000 thoughts yesterday are the same as today, and they're going to be the same tomorrow. That's why most people never change their life. You know, you might learn some more information around sales, you might learn some more information around marketing, but is it really going to change your life long term? No. The only thing that's going to change your mind and your life is the programming system between your ears. And I've learned throughout my whole entire career, it comes down to this. I know it might sound simple, but it is simple, but it's hard to change. You know, the simplistic of it is the reason someone makes money is because they're programmed to. The reason someone's broke and struggling is because they're programmed to be broke and struggling. And I'm telling you, if you're broke right now and you're not making at least 20, 30, 50K a month, the reason is because you're programmed not to. But if you are making this much money, it's because you are programmed to make it. So what we've got to do is we've got to get your programming system on your side, the 96%. You know, if we have two analogies right now really simply, is if we have this elephant, look at a big elephant. This is like the subconscious mind. It's the 96%. But then we have the 4% of the mind, which is the conscious mind, which is an ant on the back of an elephant. And let's just say all of a sudden the ant is working their ass off consciously. I need to change. They go to a seminar and walks right, all the way right. I just want to go this, whether it's west, and they keep running west. And they work all day running west, and the elephant just stays there. One move from the elephant to go the opposite way, which is east, will make them feel like the ant went nowhere. And this is what people do. They spend a whole day trying to transform their life, and the elephant will go back to the old program, and it'll feel like you've made no progress. And this is what we've got to understand. You've got to understand the rules before we start playing the game. Me telling you've got to change your program is one thing, but actually changing your program is a completely different thing, right? You know, I can't tell you how many people have started coaching with me before saying, Zach, I've seen your results. You know, the clients are getting such amazing results. I want to get these results. And I said, are you sure you do? Because it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. And I make them understand what I'm about to share with you right now and what actually happens when you start trying to change your life. This analogy works the same if you're overweight and you're trying to lose weight, you're in a relationship and you want to turn it around. It's the same process. So you can relate this whole framework to your life today. But I'm relating it to money because I know that's what I help people with, and I know it's going to help you massively. And if you work with my team, I know this is going to happen as well. This is what I explain to them. Let's just say it takes 6 to 8 weeks, like I always say, like I've measured in my own practices. It takes 6 to 8 weeks to transform your life completely. It takes 6 to 8 weeks to transform your programming. Now, the reason I do the 6 times a day method, and that's what my method is, that's what my stamped signature system is because I don't trust your programming. So what does that mean? If you do a morning routine, every 3 hours, we're going to reprogram your system. 3 hours later, you're going to do a programming system. Next 3 hours, you're going to do one. Next 3 hours. And then throughout the day, we're raising your vibration. So you feel freaking amazing. You're like, oh my God, I'm changing, right? That's why I say do it for 6 to 8 weeks. But will you last 6 to 8 weeks? So let's just say here is a line. Let's just say here, it's the start, right here. This is where I'm at 0, and this is where I want to be, which is 10K a month. Let's just say 10K a month. Now, the mid-ground would be 4 weeks. So it's a 4-week mark, you know, here. So this is what most people do. They start off with me, and because they're so excited, they're like, oh my God, I've done the questionnaire, I'm feeling excited, I'm working with Zach or one of his team, and all of a sudden we get on that first call, I'm excited, and then all of a sudden they're pumped, they're inspired, right? Why? Because you're operating from a higher frequency, so it feels good. But what happens that week? If I tell you right now to do 6 meditations a day, which is the process that I teach, plus the work that you got to do in the physical world, where it's reaching out or whatever it is, you might go to 1 week and you might feel okay, but there's going to be a lot of different conflicts that are going to be feeling in your body because you're still on a high from signing up to the coaching. So you're feeling pretty excited. Awesome. Then we go into week 2, week 3. And all of a sudden on week 2, what do you say? I said, hey, how did you do the 6 meditations? Oh, no, I didn't do it. I only did 3. Why did you do 3? The reason you did 3 is because this is where your subconscious mind, the elephant, is going to start lying to you. This is where the programming system inside your mind is going to be like, I'm tired right now. It's going to give you feeling tired. It's going to give you feeling anxiety. Have you ever detoxed from anything before? Imagine detox from being broke. It's going to come up with ways to stay broke. If you detox from anything, food, you're going to get headaches. You're going to feel pain inside your body. It's the withdrawal symptoms. So people go through the withdrawal symptoms around this point. The first 4 weeks right here is the hardest part to change. The exciting part is not here because you're excited. I want to try something new. They go to a mastermind, doesn't work. And then they're like, oh, that was the coach. It was the coach. I didn't like the program. But really, they just didn't understand the programming. So what do? They go to another coach. They do 1 week with them, 2 weeks with them. Oh, it doesn't work. And then they go to another coach. This is the rinse and repeat model that they never do. But if you want a mastermind or a program or a coaching to work, you need to fly above the event. Now, what I mean is this. You need to be aware. And you need to look down on week 1, week 2, week 3 and realize I'm not my program. As much as my program's going to be against me, I'm going to choose in this moment, even when I feel tired, I'm still going to do it. I'm going to say no to this. I'm going to say yes to this, whatever it is, but I'm going against my programming. My program's going to lie. My program's going to make me feel tired. My program's going to give me anxiety. My program's going to give me all these things, but look at it like you're withdrawing. It's not really you. This is why people drop out of programs, because they're like, they do a couple of weeks in, oh, my intuition, it says it doesn't feel right. It's not that it feels right or wrong. You're in fear. And your body is telling you to give you fear. This part does not feel good. I can't tell it over and over again. I say to people, the first 4 weeks of us working together is not going to feel good. You're going to have anxiety because I'm challenging your programming. And if you don't overcome this program, if you don't overcome what I'm telling you, you're going to stay in the same position long term. And nothing's going to change for you. But there's something magic that happens if you operate from above these first 4 weeks and you understand, you keep pushing through, you keep doing the 6 times a day method. All of a sudden, you do the transition point from the 4-week mark. And this, yes, it'll still be hard from 4 weeks to 8 weeks, or 5 weeks to 8 weeks. But I know it's going to be a lot easier. Why? Because this is where you start identifying yourself as I am a person that does that. If you start exercising in the gym, you're not a person that goes to the gym. That's not your identity. Your identity is, I'm a person that's trying to go to the gym. You're not really embodying that part of you. But if you really embody this part here, this is where the conditioning starts to take over. And then if you've been holding the frame and visualizing what you want, all of a sudden, you'll start getting wins. These are all the wins that'll start happening, the evidence of the manifestation of what you've started to set intentions on. Guys, I'm telling you, this process right now is the same as anything that you're doing in your life. If you're struggling with weight, if you're struggling with drugs, if you're struggling with anything, this is the same process. Let's just say there was a drug addict right now, and I said to the drug addict, I grabbed the drug addict and I threw him in the army. And then the drug addict's in the army, and the drug addict can't leave the army. They're literally being locked down into that. They're stuck in the army, and all they've been doing is hitting smack, eating drugs, whatever it is, right? Their body is adapted to that brokenness or that drugs. So what if I do? What's week 1? Think about, oh my God, I'm in the army. Well, it's not going to be pleasurable because they're not signing up to a coaching program. So it's going to be painful. The first 4 weeks, they'll be itching their skin. They'll be like, I want to get out of this way. They're going to freak out, anxiety, coldness, whatever it is. But then there's an epiphany that happens. Their body will get through it. And then all of a sudden, there'll be an epiphany, a transference of that pain into a new identity. This is where all my success stories start to come. You know, if someone's been doing some of my internal stuff before, they'll usually get results in here because they've been already programming themselves. But this is the part where massively people start getting huge results. And I'm telling you, if your coaching program isn't working, you're not getting results, then you're not making them understand this. I can't tell you, I remember I had a client, this client that started working with me. She was about 3 weeks in, and she actually told me, when I was explaining this method to her, she was like, I actually feel like that right now. I want to run away. I literally just want to run away. I want to avoid all of this, and I literally just want to curl up on my bed and watch Netflix. because that was her programming. Her programming wanted her to stay the same. I'm saying to you right now, if you want a better life, if you want to have more success, you need to understand the programming method that I just taught you. This is what I teach. I'm going to be teaching it next week at my event. If you haven't signed up to my event, come to my event, or if you can't make that event, work with one of my trained coaches, or even me if you want to go high level. I'm telling you, we get the best results because we teach the method that actually works. Guys, that's my message for you. What do you need to do to program? Do you need to be aware and start operating up here? Because if that's the truth, your life will turn around. Guys, have an incredible day. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you all very soon.